Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Kiger. And yeah, it's a bit of a later weekly vlog. Basically this morning, the past couple of days I've been feeling a little bit out of it. Um, and when I got through to 111 the other day, and they basically just came back and said, oh, just keep an eye on it and maybe try and get in contact with your doctor. So I was woken up at like 8 o'clock this morning. I thought, well, I'm up now. Let me call up the doctors. And they quickly, because every time I call my doctors, it's call back tomorrow at this time, call back tomorrow at this time, at 8 o'clock. And you do, and you wait, and then you get through, oh, we ain't got no appointments available today. And that's what happened this morning. She's like, I've got no appointments available, but we can maybe get a doctor to give you a call about 7. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I take it, I ain't got much choice. But I thought, I ain't waiting around all day for a doctor to call me, for me to tell them what I've been feeling like, for them to just come back and say the exact same thing that the last person I spoke to was. So I ended up going to the walk-in centre in my town to just get some checks, because the thing is with me, the problem is with me is if I don't know what's going on and I'm having problems and I don't know the answer, it just makes my anxiety play up and it makes me start feeling all of these other things, and often you're feeling like you're worse than what you actually are. You know, that's unfortunately what happens when you've got some mental health problems like I do. But so anyway, when I got in there, it basically, but it's not just that, I wanted to have some checks done, you know, the usual blood pressure, all of that stuff, just to rule anything out. And they basically came back and just said, oh, everything's fine, basically. He said, obviously, because you've had this cold, he said that sometimes can make you feel lightheaded and get headaches from it and stuff like that. So he said this takes time. So, but like I said, at least I've had what's the word, an assessment, if you will, had a checkup basically. So, you know, that definitely sort of puts my mind at ease a little bit. But I think I was in there for about an hour and a half to get through. But then obviously I came back, got in about 12, and I've not long finished watching Star Wars. I watched Star Wars Attack of the Clones, episode 2, on my 4K set. And I've got to say, the 4K set looks pretty good, actually. I noticed it very much in the Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones, I did notice it a little bit. But I have got a couple of things that I do want to show quickly. My monthly T-shirt turned up. It says Pikachu, and it's got Pikachu inside of like chewing gum. That's monthly tea club. Basically, you pay monthly and you get a T-shirt every month. It can be anything from gaming, movies, mix max of them. It's my second Pikachu one, actually. I had another one which was like Pikachu wearing like Winnie the Pooh outfit, and I had £4 left on my CEX voucher from last time, so I ordered this was £3 and it was £1.95 delivery, so it only cost 95p. Just season 1 of King of the Hill. Like I said, the thing is, yes, I probably could hunt down a complete box set, but I looked online for the complete series 1 to 13. It cost like 70 quid, and I see these in charity shops all the time, and CEX normally sell these for like £3-5 a piece. So it probably does work out a bit cheaper to get them individually. And like I said, I'm not in any rush really to go out and watch all of these in one go or anything like that. You know, so I try not to watch too many DVDs at once. I normally stick to having one like TV show DVD, and then sometimes I watch a movie on my DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. I tend to do different things each night because I've got so many games and so many subscription services and movies and stuff. I try to do something different every night. Tonight I'm going to be playing some Back 4 Blood with my friend. Last night I watched some Happy Days. I've completed the first disc of season 3. I gotta say, you know, Happy Days is just such a great time capsule of a show. You know, it's just something I don't know. I really like it. It's one of those shows. I mean, I love sitcoms. Anyway, you know, sitcoms are probably my second favorite TV show genre after animation, and adult animation is my first. Of course, I'm still been watching South Park. I'm on season 5 now, halfway through season 5. I think there's 23 seasons of South Park. It's been going on for a long time. I've got to say, South Park is one of those shows that it's just, I don't know. It's such a good show. You know, they're so in tune with the times. You know, much is the case with like Simpsons and Family Guy and stuff. But you know, South Park is just such a great show. And I will say this about the Amazon Prime version: it's not censored, which is great. There's no censorship on the Amazon Prime version in terms of the swear words and stuff. Although the episode the Super Friends episode isn't on there, which is the one that obviously shows Muhammad in an episode, and obviously they did sort of do an episode later on in the show about that, and obviously that episode got banned. And I think the only way to watch that episode is to have the DVD version of it, and I think it was on season 4 or 5. It's not that much of a problem. I'm not that bothered about it. You know, I've seen it before, so but yeah, like I said, Happy Days, such a great show. Like I said, with King of the Hill, this sort of thing will just sort of be, I'll just pick them up if and when. And because I'm going away next week down to see my dad and stuff, obviously I'll have some money. So I'll be checking out the charity shops, because I see these in charity shops all the time. And, you know, normally I don't like to buy individual seasons of a TV show. Normally I prefer to, like, buy the whole show as one and have a complete box set. But like I said, with some shows they haven't had a complete box set, or if they have got a complete box set, it's quite expensive, or you know, it's not a traditional big box set. I think the King of the Hill one is much like the Happy Days season 1 to 6 box set. It's not a traditional box set. It comes in cling film wrapped around all individual seasons, so they come like this anyway. But yeah, this also has some behind the scenes stuff and special features as well, so definitely be checking that out. And of course I did get the season 2 as well there. My partner moved her anime DVDs downstairs, so I've got the rest of my DVDs on there, with the exception of this Mafia one, just because it won't fit on there. But yeah, so Back for Blood tonight. I'm really enjoying Back for Blood again. I think it's a great game. It's definitely challenging. It's a very challenging game. You know, Left 4 Dead has challenge to it, but this game is not a game that you want to play without people that you know. I mean, it is possible, but I've learned that playing with a friend with bots is better than playing with 3 other randoms for sure, that aren't using their mic or anything. But you know, it got me thinking about this stuff. Before I talk about that, I just wanted to mention there is one game that actually caught my attention that isn't the Star Wars Skywalker saga. And that is GTA Definitive Edition, the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion, because there have been some very, very bad comments about this. I'm going to start off by saying that I'm not going to lie, I did like all 3 original PS2 trilogy, the San Andreas, GTA 3 and Vice City. Of course, I grew up with those games. They have a special place in my gaming history. But I never actually truly beat those games. The problem is with those games is they are very hard to go back to today. And even when they did like the GTA San Andreas on the Xbox 360 and PS4 and stuff, the biggest problem with that game isn't the graphics. It was the controls. So Rockstar have done a good... what intrigues me the most, I will say that the new graphics will be it's still the old graphics, but it does look pretty good. Obviously, some people are saying, oh, they were expecting GTA 5 style graphics. That's not a remaster. That would be a remake. I'm glad that they've kept the original the original style of the game, and they've sort of just done the usual updates and things like that. And I think it looks good. The lighting effects, the weather effects, and the scans or whatever they've done to it look pretty good. But what intrigues me the most is the controls. They're saying that they're going to be using the GTA 5 controls, which is great because GTA 5 controls are probably the best controls in any Grand Theft Auto game. Even, dare I say, some of the best controls in any open world game, period. That's one thing I will say about GTA 5 and Rockstar. They got the controls done to a T. Even GTA 4 had decent controls. But, so, if that's the case, it will definitely make these games better to go back and play, because that is the one thing that I will say about these older GTA games, is going back and playing them today, while they are still fun and they do have some nostalgia to them, the controls are a little bit janky. It is playable, but for most people who are tuned to the modern controls that we are, because controlling video games now is so much better than it was, say, 10 years ago. Going back and playing some of these old PlayStation 2 games today, even though I love them, it is just a little bit janky at times. The controls just don't feel tuned correctly. So it is tough, but the good news is that's one thing that I am looking forward to in the GTA collection. So basically, but for those of you who don't know, the game's going to be released on all systems, and that includes Nintendo Switch. Each version of the game, they're saying each version of the game is going to have some sort of individuality to it. They're saying that the Xbox Series version and the PS5 version might have 4K, 60 frames per second, which would be pretty good. That's why I'm debating on whether I want to get it as a physical version on PS4 or Switch in December, or just buy a digital version on my Xbox. The good news is, if you have PlayStation Now, you can play GTA 3 Definitive Edition. And if you have Xbox Game Pass, you can play GTA San Andreas Definitive Edition, which makes me think, are they it makes me think, are they doing kind of like what Mafia Trilogy Definitive Edition did, where they released them at different times? I don't think they're doing that. They are releasing them all on the same date as part of the package. But it would be nice, it would be a cool option if you could buy each individual game if you wanted to. So if you didn't want, say, San Andreas, you only wanted Vice City and GTA 3, you could buy them individual, or you could buy them as one package, because obviously it's going to be retail price 50, 60 quid, which honestly, I don't think that's that much of a problem, because it still works out £20 a game, right? Look at the Mario All-Stars that came out on the Switch. That was a £50 to £60 game on release, and you can't even buy that game anymore. That's a whole different story altogether. But those games weren't remasters in any way. They were just updated versions of the game. And people went, oh my god, I can play, I can play Mario 64 on my Nintendo Switch. I need to have this. I can play Galaxy or Sunshine. I need to have this. So why are people going crazy about the fact that GTA, the Definitive Edition, is costing this much? I don't know. I really don't. You're getting 3 very good games, and the improved graphics and the improved controls is just a massive plus for me. Like I said, I love those games, but the only problem is I can't go back and play them like I could years ago, because I just get frustrated with the controls. There are some other things, like being able to complete, if you fail a mission, continue it straight away. That is a huge bonus, because the problem is with GTA, especially San Andreas, if you failed a mission, you'd have to sometimes wait a whole another day in the game to go back and do it, which was really really annoying. So these are nice quality of life changes. There'll obviously be some surprises, and they'll probably do so much extra stuff. So it's all new stuff, really. I think it's a great job by Rockstar. I think Rockstar fans are kind of a jerk about this, saying, "Oh, we wanted GTA 6. We don't want this." Let's be real here, guys. Look at Cyberpunk. How many people were requesting Cyberpunk be brought out? Look what happened. The game wasn't ready for this generation, and look how many times you just need to be patient. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't care about GTA 6. If the game comes out, I'll get it. I'll probably get it, of course I will. But I'm in no rush to play it. There are hundreds of thousands of games out there that you can play in the meantime. And, that brings me to my point that I was about to mention is why do I have so many games? Why I could easily go out and pay £600 for a PlayStation 5 and get the newest Call of Duty or the newest Battlefield and play that game to death, basically. But why would I do that when I can go out and spend £60, £70 and get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 games on other systems? And, there's an old saying, if you haven't played it, or if you haven't watched it, or if you haven't seen it, it's new to me. That's something that I think too many people are afraid of these days, is the fact that if people are going, oh, everyone else is playing the PS5s and the new Xboxes and the new Halos, the new Gears of War, the new Call of Duties, the new FIFAs, how stupid am I going to look going in and buying an old PlayStation 3 game, Guys, like they say, when everyone's going right, take a left. Be individual. Be yourself. Just have a good time. Video games aren't meant to be split. The whole point of video games, even movies, even TV shows, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Just because someone else thinks it's not a good idea to do it, doesn't mean you shouldn't, Have a good time. Play your games. If you want to sit there and play Warhammer Space Marine from 10 years ago, go ahead and do it, because why not? Why not? Just have fun with your video games. I this is why I do something different every night, why I don't sit here every night and play Battlefield or play Call of Duty every night. Why some nights I'll go watch a movie or watch something on a DVD player or watch something on Crunchyroll or wrestling, or try to just have as many different interests as you can as possible. I know it's not easy to try and manage them all at one go, but there's nothing wrong with just doing different things every night. That's what I do. Some people like to go out and get drunk. That's okay, but I don't do that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to sort of talk about today. I've got to do some tidying up and have my dinner soon, and go for a shower, and then I will be on Back for Blood tonight. I will be uploading the video on streaming through Twitch, but I hear that Xbox is getting an update where you can actually stream directly from your Xbox to Twitch without having to go through the Twitch app, which is a small quality of life change, but sometimes the smallest changes are the best ones. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like. So it's a bit later today. I didn't plan on being this late, but hey ho, what can you do? And as always, guys, follow me on, comment below if you haven't already. I'm so sorry, I didn't get too good sleep last night. I was woken up early, like I said. Comment below, let me know what you're planning on picking up recently. Are you, excuse me, are you going to get the GTA Definitive Edition? I think it's going to be a fun one. I might wait a couple of days after the game comes out and see what people are saying about the controls, and then go from there. And as always, guys, subscribe if you haven't already, and join the family. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at the Mad Koiga. I will be going away next week, so when I go away, you know what that means. We'll probably get some decent pickups. So as always, guys, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video. Also, eBay store on my channel if you want to check out what I've got for sale. I'll be putting some more stuff up soon anyway, so take care.